This is a story all about how
I didn't really hear any music. Someone was calling, I guess, concerned about music. It was pretty loud.
the cops got called because my beat was too loud. Let's go.
Beat the drums up, Matt.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Matt A Drums. Welcome to the produce section, and today I'm gonna tell you a little story about how the neighbors called the cops on me at 11:30 in the morning because the 808 was just knocking nasty. So it was a nice Saturday morning. I was feeling good, feeling great. Decided to wake up, open up Ableton, produce some tracks. I was inspired. I don't know why, but for some reason I was just in my bag, yo. Like, I wanted to make some bangers, man. So I open up Ableton. I find this 808. Yo, this is the perfect 808 for this track. Found that thing, finally. Started mixing, started producing, putting things together, and out of nowhere, I get a knock on the front door. I'm just like, yo, who is this? Open up the front door, it's a cop. I was like, hello, officer. Very nice guy, extremely nice guy. Just like, hey, I got a call. People might still, be sleeping. It's 11:30 in the morning. Like, it's not that late. Like 11:30 is kind of, I'm a 9 on the Enneagram scale. So I'm very non-confrontational. Like, I'm not trying to have beef with nobody, and I'm really not even trying to have any hard conversations with anybody. But I basically had to rile myself up. Like, all right, I have to go talk to my neighbors. I need to, one, apologize because I felt horrible that they felt like they needed to call the cops. And two, hey, you don't have to call the cops. You could just walk over, say, hey, it's a little bit loud. And then I'd throw headphones on if I felt like I still needed to produce, or I'd just stop. So I'm pacing and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna say, and I gotta apologize. Go over to the neighbor to my right, knock on the door. I know her. She opens it up. She's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, so the cops just came by. Sorry, that's my dog. The cops just came by and said that, somebody complained about the noise. And she was like, oh, that was not me at all. Like, I didn't even hear anything. I was underneath the dryer getting my hair done, this, that, and the third. I was like, okay, well, here's my phone number. If at any point in time the music is too loud or anything like that, like, I'm a musician, I produce also, like, just let me know. Hand her my number. I'm like, all right, if it's not the one to the right, there's only one more. Walk over to the other side and knock on the door. And the guy that opens the door is like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, the cops came by, said that the music might have been too loud. I'm sorry, like, if I disturbed you at all, assuming that it was just them. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't call the cops at all. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird because the other neighbor said that they didn't call the cops. I only have 2 neighbors. It's like left and right. I go back inside. I open up Ableton. I rename the track, Neighbors Called the Cops. Let's get into that thing. So today I want to break down Neighbors Called the Cops for you guys. And I really feel like this 808 is just nasty. I don't know where I got the 808 from, but jeez. So this thing is really, really thick. Usually I don't have this many tracks for a beat. I don't know what came over me that day. But like, sometimes you just gotta do your thing. Like, when you're in the zone, you kind of in the zone. So it starts off with this Cymatics Holo squeaky sound that I got from a video, a collab video that Cymatics did with Holo.
Holo here.
If you don't know him, he is an EDM artist, and he kind of like breaks down some of his tracks in the video, and I thought that video was amazing. If you ever get a chance, definitely check it out. I'll put a link down in the description below. So it's got the little squeaky sound going on, and then the next thing you kind of get is drums kind of come in. So drums take up, I want to say, maybe 80% of this project. It takes up a lot. So let's break it down real quick. First, let's start off with the claps. I layered a couple of different claps. It's got this kind of like plain reverbed out one. And then I added in like this lower, like weird sounding one. Just like very dry, lower pitch. And then there is this third one that has like a tambourine in it. Actually, it's not even a clap. It is literally just a tambourine. Everything together kind of gives you that super full, super dank clap. Yeah, so I layered those claps, and it came out pretty good. The next thing, and this I actually like a lot. Like, I've been using like a lot of congas and bongos in my beats as of late. So I think there's two bongo sounds. One isn't really even a bongo, really. Like, it's just kind of like a high pitch, like a doop. Literally this thing right here. I don't know if that's really a bongo. It might be. Actually, it is. It's labeled as a bongo. So I added that in there. And also this lower actually, like, sounds like an actual bongo. And the lower one kind of doubles up with one of the kicks that I have and makes it sound really good. We'll look at that in a second. So bongos there. I've got snaps here. Bachata. Come on. You're feeling the vibe. You feeling that? That's got a little sauce to it. It's got a little flavor. My favorite part definitely is the kicks, hands down. I can't wait to go into this. This technique I actually got from that San Holo video. So what he did is he takes like a high sounding kick, like a really like weird, like, I don't know, almost like he tunes it up, or just gets one that's like a really high pitch, and then layers that with like a lower, like regular like kick sound. And what it does is it kind of gives the kick a little bit more punch. And you'll notice that once I play this, and you might not hear it as much because of the audio. I'm not sure if you'll actually be able to catch on to this, but I added in this higher kick, like super high. Like, I think I might have pitched it up myself. I pitched it up like 36 steps. And both of these together, it gives the lower kick a little bit more punch. So this is what it sounds like without it, right? And then when you add it in there, yeah, it hits. It hits. That thing knocks. Let's put this back to 0. All right, so I've got those two kicks going that are layered with each other to kind of just like thump it. That's like the main kick. And then I've got this other secondary kick. Don't know why I did this. I don't usually do this. I think it sounded great. And this is actually what I added in with the bongos. It's just like a lower, like deeper second kick, or third kick, I guess. Very. And so that with these bongos, bruh. Oh. Oh. It's something about it. It's got a little flavor. It makes the bongos kind of like. Anyways, it makes that thing feel super warm. All right, let's keep going. So some hi-hat stuff, some patterns that I added in. This is on the verse, and then on the chorus, I added like a whole bunch of different stuff for my hi-hat patterns. So we've got this little hi-hat roll, right? We have this Rico Nasty hi-hat that's just like going throughout the entire song. So that's in the verse and in the chorus. I have these hi-hat parts that are playing different sections. So I have the Rico Nasty ones playing on the and. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then I've got the other hi-hats playing on 3E. So it's like this one right here. And a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and it's also playing on the 1. So that's going. And I don't know what this is. Just some random hi-hat like thing with some open hi-hats in there, and then added a shaker just to kind of give it like a little bit more motion. So the entire hi-hat section sounds like this. I don't know where I found this 808. It's called LL_808 C# anime. If you guys can tell me where this is from, that'll be great. Don't know what LL is. I go through like my browser and it's just, I have like a couple of LLs, and these not, but anime, I understand why the cops got called. That right there. So I have the 808 just kind of like playing specific parts. So it comes in, then drops out, and then it kind of comes right back in right here. And then there's like a little breakdown where I have these block sounds and some vox. So the block sounds are kind of just doing like a progression that I played on keys, almost like an ARP, and then I layer them. So like, let's just solo blocks. So it's just playing that, dum 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 dum, and then I layer it with a lower octave of the exact same thing, and then like literally there's a section where it's just a higher octave of it, and then this drops out by itself, and right there it goes back into the verse. Added a little bit of vox stuff, some vocal stuff. Most of these I got from Splice. So a little bit of A's, some of that, and then I thought that was kind of funky. And what is this? Who are you? Oh, I just wanted a random woo in there. And yo, that was kind of basically it. A lot of the beat like kind of came from the drums. A lot of it came from the 808. The chorus hits like something crazy to me, right? And it's just that 808, yo, like that thing is disgusting. Like this boy right here, full beat. Yeah. Yeah, so just some risers in there. Had fun, made a beat. The 808 killed the beat. The beat called the cops. The cops came because the neighbors didn't do it, and I'm out here blaming the neighbors, but the name of the track is Neighbors Called the Cops. So I'm gonna have that on Spotify if you guys want to check it out. If you have any questions whatsoever, hit me up in the comment section. It's your boy Matt A Drums, and I will talk to y'all laters.